Hello, everyone. It's the 26th of August. I'm Cole, and I'm here with another midweek message from Selkirk United Church. I want to start by letting you all know that we had a very good council meeting this past Thursday. It was good to see some faces I hadn't seen for a month or two, still on Zoom, mind you, but it still counts. It would have been even nicer to have been able to meet together in person and celebrate that COVID-19 is over and that everything is going to get back to normal in September and we can just forget that any of this ever happened. Wouldn't that have been a great meeting? Best meeting ever, I think. But in spite of not being able to celebrate any of that, we still had a good meeting. Selkirk United has a very good group of faithful people on our church council, and we spent some time looking at the comments and questions and thoughts from many of you in the congregation who sent in your answers to our 3 questions over the past few weeks. So first of all, thank you to all of you who sent in those thoughts and ideas. There was a lot of brainstorming at the meeting about different possibilities for fundraising, for worship, for small groups, and there are some good ideas that we will continue to look at and to share with you as the weeks go by. But probably the main thing that people are wondering about is whether there will be any drastic change to what we've been doing and how we've been offering worship over the past 5 months. And sadly, the answer to that is no. Although, for those who do not have any access to internet, we are going to try to offer an opportunity to gather together at the church so that those folks can watch the online service together on the big screen. But that's only a solution for a very small number of our people. A good solution, I think, but not a change for the vast majority of you. So I will be back online this coming Sunday, and we will also be continuing these midweek messages and trying to offer some pastoral care and fellowship as best we can over the phone and through email and social media for some of you. But having said all that, there really were some good ideas shared at council and some things that we believe we can do together in different ways, including some small group gatherings with social distancing rules still in place and following all the regulations. You'll hear a bit more about some of those things as we move into September. In the meantime, God is with us, and God is good. And we do have many things to celebrate as a church family. So let's keep on doing the best we can under the circumstances. Keep looking out for one another. Keep offering your pastoral care to those who need it. Keep being good neighbors and faithful friends, and making sure that everyone knows that they are part of the family. Our church is staying strong through all of these changes, and I'm so grateful to all of you for making that happen in all of the different ways that you're doing that. Thank you. I also want to share with you today some wise words from American author Clarissa Pinkola Estes. I read this just this past week, and I thought that it was something that would be good to share with all of you. She writes in a very poetic and I think beautiful way. So I'm just going to read it as she wrote it. This is called "We Were Made for These Times." My friends, do not lose heart. We were made for these times. I have heard from so many recently who are deeply and properly bewildered. They are concerned about the state of affairs in our world now. Ours is a time of almost daily astonishment and often righteous rage over the latest degradations of what matters most to civilized, visionary people. You are right in your assessments. The luster and hubris some have aspired to while endorsing acts so heinous against children, elders, everyday people, the poor, the unguarded, the helpless, is breathtaking. Yet I urge you, ask you, gentle you, to please not spend your spirit dry by bewailing these difficult times. Especially do not lose hope. Most particularly because the fact is that we were made for these times. Yes, for years we have been learning, practicing, been in training for, and just waiting to meet on this exact plane of engagement. In any dark time, there is a tendency to veer toward fainting over how much is wrong or unmended in the world. Do not focus on that. There is a tendency, too, to fall into being weakened by dwelling on what is outside your reach, by what cannot yet be. Do not focus there. That is spending the wind without raising the sails. We are needed. That is all we can know. And though we meet resistance, we more so will meet great souls who will hail us, love us, and guide us, and we will know them when they appear. Didn't you say you were a believer? Didn't you say you pledged to listen to a voice greater? Didn't you ask for grace? Don't you remember that to be in grace means to submit to the voice greater? Ours is not the task of fixing the entire world all at once, but of stretching out to mend the part of the world that is within our reach. Any small, calm thing that one soul can do to help another soul, to assist some portion of this poor suffering world, will help immensely. It is not given to us to know which acts or by whom will cause the critical mass to tip toward an enduring good. What is needed for dramatic change is an accumulation of acts, adding to, adding more, continuing. We know that it does not take everyone on earth to bring justice and peace, but only a small, determined group who will not give up during the first, second, or 100th gale. One of the most calming and powerful actions you can do to intervene in a stormy world is to stand up and show your soul. Soul on deck shines like gold in dark times. The light of the soul throws sparks, can send up flares, builds signal fires, causes proper matters to catch fire. To display the lantern of soul in shadowy times like these, to be fierce and to show mercy toward others, both are acts of immense bravery and greatest necessity. Those are words from Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Thank you for tuning in today. God be with you. Peace be with you. And I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.